Word.
All right. We're back and better than ever.
We're coming to you live from our Winterhaven host housing, so apologies for the sporadic cars
and lawnmowers
that are zipping by at 50 miles an hour behind us.
Yeah.
Week 1.
It's here.
Dude, it's flying.
I know. We got here Monday. We played 18 Monday, 18 yesterday. Just finished the Pro-Am today. And I guess we're practicing tomorrow.
That's obnoxious. It's a school bus.
I guess it's
about 2:45.
It's about time school gets out.
So Winterhaven.
Schmin.
It's going to be 40-mile-an-hour winds.
On Friday. And we have the afternoon wave.
Yeah, which is good because we're traveling together and we're only like 3 tee times apart, but opposite nines. So that's cool.
Yeah.
We love that.
Yeah.
But we don't love 40-mile-an-hour winds.
No, when it's just the wind emoji coming on Friday.
Like, dude, it's going to be whipping.
Yeah.
We're going to walk off the course just dead.
Absolutely. Wind burnt and all.
And it's going to be 90 degrees and blowing 40.
I hope it's not a hot wind.
I don't even know if I brought a color combination that would be accepting of that. Like, gray will give me swamp ass.
Yeah.
You don't want to go dark shirt, but then you don't want to go light shirt because then you're going to sweat through that.
I know. I'm definitely going skirt so that, like, the under shorts of my skirt, like, catch all the sweat so it doesn't look that bad from the front. Just the back sweat will be bad. Like, you'll see the outline of my sports bra.
These are the things that people don't think about, that we have to think about.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Pro-Am today was decent.
We didn't get tipped, but at least, like, the people were okay.
People were nice.
Yeah, super nice.
It's always exciting to watch, like, dudes' jaws drop when you just nuke it by them.
Yeah, I tell them at the beginning, I absolutely pummeled this drive. And I'm like, catch that. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah, not many girls can on this tour either, so good luck. And then every time I outdrove them, I'm like, I'm telling you, it's slanging today. Oh my gosh, you just laughed and burped.
Yeah, we got it all today. I'm exhausted already. It's fucking day 3. And the alarm went off at 5:30. I'm just pooped. Did you have the vortex too?
No, I'm just laughing at the word pooped.
So we got like 4 questions that we received from fans.
Yes.
Air quotes around the fans.
Yes.
Hit me. You wrote them down. I already forgot them.
Favorite tour stop? Current or past, I feel like it doesn't matter.
I think we can do both. God, I've seen so many.
I know, and I have not.
Current.
Mine is just like Sweetgrass, though. Like, any...
I love Sweetgrass. I love Battle Creek. I'm going to miss Kathy at Battle Creek. She's not going to be there. Like, that's going to make me super butthurt.
Yeah.
Kathy was the tournament director.
Yeah. Like, the casino events, I will say, when the casino and the golf course are in the same property, that's when it's really fun.
I would love if you could take Mystic Creek with the Bermuda and move it to Michigan.
Yes.
I think it's just because I love Michigan summer vibes.
Correct.
Like,
but Mystic Creek is an awesome golf course.
That's in El Dorado, Arkansas. I think it's the best golf course we play. I really do. I think it's the hardest.
It's the hardest, but last year was one of... I've only played it twice. But the first year, it was set up not as well as it was last year, especially with pin placements.
See, I thought last year it was too easy, and they slowed down the greens. And
the greens were slow, but the pin placements were better. Like, it wasn't like 17 in 2021.
Yeah. I don't know. I like that course to be stupid hard, though.
Yeah.
I think it's such a good place to play.
It is.
But
it's also not fun to have the cut at +8.
No.
So, I think in 2021 it was like +10. So
we
that's
played a
not
course
fun.
in Sarasota one year. Jesus. I was going to lose a rake. We played a course in Sarah Bay. If I don't ever want to have to step foot on that course again. But it was right after their member or their member guest, and it's Donald Ross, and the greens are just like straight turtle shells, and I think the cut was plus 12 or plus 14.
Actually, you were there in North Carolina, Pinehurst.
Woof.
So this was actually before I met Dee, and I have a swing video of Dee behind me, just walking back to her bag in just disarray. She's like swinging her wedge around, just like hating life.
I was like, why am I here?
But the cut was plus 17.
Was it really?
It was plus 17 because the second day was 42 degrees, 35 mile an hour winds, and side rain. It was miserable. It was like 17 or something. The first day wasn't much better, but I think then it was like the cut was like 4.
I have turned into such a fair weather golfer. Like, if it gets below like 55, I'm like, nope.
I don't want to do that.
Favorite stop, like back in the day though, for me, it was either when we went to Mexico, which was, I can't believe that I was allowed to leave the country by myself at that age and go play it. I was like 22.
Yeah.
23.
Yeah.
Like I was a peanut. That course was so fun. El Tigre. But the hotel was what made it. Like, the hotel was dirt cheap. It was like $300 or $400 for the week.
Yeah.
And then the pool had 2 alligator slides. Like, it was in the shape of an alligator, and they came out like this, and we just went down them all day. Like, nobody practiced that week. I mean, nobody practiced at all back then on that tour, this tour. But there was a tiki bar with happy hour. It was right on the beach, and we just sat in the pool all day. Like, we went and played our practice run, and then we were in the pool for like 5 hours, just getting sloshed.
I really wish we could do that. I don't really want to get sloshed.
Like, but you're in Mexico.
But you're also... Have you ever seen the TikTok that's like, I'm brushing my teeth with tequila, Mexico?
That's literally what it was like. It was insane. The player dining area, we ate in the clubhouse, like, off the menu for free.
Yeah.
And then they had coolers. One was literally Corona. Or Corona Light. And the other one was water.
Yeah. On the course?
In the clubhouse.
Oh.
For us in player dining. And when I tell you that by like Wednesday all the Coronas were cleared out, they were cleared out.
Yeah.
Because everyone was stuffing them in their bags, going back to the hotel and getting shitty.
Yeah.
That was a time.
Yeah.
Those were the good old days.
What about Decatur? Is that up there?
Dude, nothing beats Decatur.
So that's your favorite tour stop of the past?
It was the think of how much there's to do in Garden City.
Yeah.
Decatur had less.
Wow.
But the course was just, like, you could literally miss it off of the first tee, 120 yards left and 400 yards right.
Perfect.
And you just sailed it.
That's what you want for a first hole of the first tee shot of the season.
There was only 8 or 9 you maybe couldn't hit driver. But I think every other hole you could hit driver. Maybe not 13. Or, I don't know. I don't remember the numbers. But it was just, you just boom pow. Yeah. And it was a little public, Hickory Point. That was the first tournament that I went to that had grandstands, like as a pro.
Yeah.
They had grandstands over 18. And nobody was in them.
No.
I mean, the whole town is 50 people.
Right.
Nobody was in them. And it was always the same week as their county fair.
Wow.
Yeah. So we would go to the fair, too, and ride all the rides, and it was just stupid. The only place you went to eat was Buffalo Wild Wings. We had a karaoke thing one year. We went to karaoke night. Captain and Cokes were like $2.75.
Wow.
See
that
ya.
was
Night.
Yeah.
Night.
That was it for you.
Yeah. Curly's, I think the name was.
Wow.
So, yeah, great question for, I think that was Eric.
Yeah. Mine is probably Sweetgrass. Just because it's that, or I will say we are pretty pimped out in Idaho to where it's really fun.
That course is fun. I just wish it was, I wish there was less wind.
Yeah.
Like today. Like why couldn't round 1 be today?
Exactly.
There isn't a it's not
There
even
was
a half
barely
a
a
club
breath. I mean, in the morning there was none, and then as the sun came out, it got a little windy, but it's fine because it was hot. Like you want a little bit of a breeze, but it was max.
It was manageable and playable.
It was
and fun.
Max biggest gust was probably 12 miles an hour.
You weren't hitting 6-iron from 130 and wondering if it'll get there.
Correct. Or if you get like over 50 feet in the air, you're like, see ya. Like,
gone.
It's gone wherever the wind direction is going.
That was like the first year in Utah.
Yeah.
That long par 5 where they put internal out of bounds where they shouldn't put internal out of bounds because it's stupid and it makes the long players go in a bunker.
Yeah.
I was like 240 and I wanted to pin and I wanted to land it like 20 yards short.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like 210.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, and I was like, okay, 5-iron.
Yeah.
5-iron's 180.
Yeah.
I can get it to 2. It went long.
Jesus.
A 5-iron from 240 went long.
That's like last year in Utah was the same because practice round day or pro-am day or something, no wind, 78 degrees. Like, I think I had 8 birdies in my pro-am
we
solo.
need to talk to Jody about having our tournaments be like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Because it never rains on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
Never. There's very rarely bad weather.
During the week.
Yeah.
You don't get screwed on a practice round day.
Very rarely do you... It has happened where, like, it's like, oh, it's going to rain this afternoon. We got to try and go out early. But
rarely. The weather only gets shitty on the weekends.
Correct.
It's the weirdest thing. All right, what's another question?
Favorite golf movie?
Ooh. Favorite golf movie.
I would like to subsection mine with funny and, like, actual solid golf movie. Funny is either Happy Gilmore or Caddyshack. And, like, solid golf movie is Greatest Game Ever Played with Shia LaBeouf.
I'm Tin Cup through and through. Because I feel like I am Tin Cup.
Yeah. I support that.
That's a great movie. What else we got?
Favorite made-up curse word?
Cocker Spaniel.
Yeah. That's a good one. I'm going to tell them my theory. So, I have a theory that if you, like, pair a already made up curse word with any body part that's covered, it's funny. I'm just going to let you...
Are you going to provide an example?
Like toe-ass. Or ass-toe. It's covered.
Unbelievable. Like, did you think about that? Or did
I just came up with that. Because you know my favorite one that I don't think I could say.
I mean, you can say it on the podcast. We can bleep it out on the video.
Yeah.
The podcast is rated explicit for this reason.
Yeah, but I'm going to let people come up with their own. Like...
I mean, I support it.
Like, shoulder shithead.
Shoulder shithead.
Most people's shoulders are covered. But it's funny, right? Like, if you throw that around, someone's going to be like, what did you just say?
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, so.
I would like to continue the segment of, maybe we can go top 5 instead of 10. But I want to know top 5 things that you get asked in a pro-am.
What's your handicap? What's your handicap? How far do you hit the ball? Oh, what's the average on this tour that hits the ball? Did you mean to hit it there? Do you play in every pro-am?
Oh, that one comes up all the time.
Not even, like, do you play in every week or whatever? They're like, there's 3 pro-ams usually a week, and they're like, do you play in every single one of them?
I get, where are you on the money list a lot. I got that one today, and I was like, it's our first event.
Yeah, or they'll be like, oh, how'd you finish last season? And be like, well, I'm here. Like...
I got that one today, too.
I did, too. Well, and then they were like, no, how'd you finish in this event last year? And I was like, oh.
Bro, that was a year ago.
Yeah.
I played so much golf in a year.
Yeah. I think that's like 9 already.
Yeah, it's. I feel like I've told this to people, like when I get to, because everyone always asks about host housing,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I literally feel like I could type up a sheet of
Mhm.
answers
Mhm.
and hand it to them when I walk in, and they would literally be in chronological order of what I think they would ask me.
Yeah.
Where did you go to school?
Where are you from? Where'd you go to school? How many years is this for you on tour?
All of it.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
Which is fine. I mean,
Our life's on repeat. It's like Groundhog Day, but not.
yeah.
Which is cool, though. I mean,
it is nice that some people like take an interest.
I think it's cool that people actually open up their homes, because I would never want random people staying in my house. Ever.
Really? Even after all the years you stayed in host housing, you don't think you could do it for someone?
No. I don't think I could, because I'd be like, fucking clean up your shit. Close my cabinet, clean up your stuff. Like, I couldn't, nope. I don't know how people do it. I commend them. I'm very, very grateful for host housing. It has
I could do it.
Saved me an obscene amount of money over the last 13 years.
I could do it.
Got planes, too?
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Got a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Was that all the questions we got?
No, I think we have...
Well, I think today's an interesting day to talk about
It's the PGA.
what the PGA Tour just released.
They're doing next season.
Is it this season or next season? I didn't read it. I just saw it on Twitter.
I also saw it on Twitter. I don't think it's this season that's happening now. I think it's the following. They are going no cuts.
Isn't that what Liv does?
Yeah. They don't do...
But I thought they didn't
do,
like Liv.
Exactly.
No cuts.
They're doing... some of them
It's-
are going to be 3 rounds.
No cuts is giving participation trophies.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
For sure. Like, how does that build
Why
character?
do you get money for just showing up?
I don't think... Here's the thing. I didn't read it, so I could be wrong. But I think that they're doing no cuts, but they're cutting off the money. Like, they're
That's
just...
stupid. I don't want to play and not get paid.
Right?
That doesn't make sense.
I don't...
There's no way those whiny bastards are going to go play golf and not get paid. Every
That's
single one
true.
of them are going to get paid. So they get to go to a tournament. It's Liv. The only thing we're missing now is teams and shotguns.
Yep. And music.
God, I wish there was music on the putting green today. It was just like awkward silence. I felt like I was in a padded cell. Putting. Which I feel like that normally. But I was like, can somebody turn the radio on?
You're like, I don't like awkward silence. I also don't like awkward silence.
No, and I heard like everybody's whispering conversations, and I was like, we need music on the putting green. There should definitely be music playing from the clubhouse or somewhere around there on Pro-Am days.
Yep.
For sure.
For sure.
Like all day.
yeah.
Just
Like
give a
top
vibe.
100 hits.
Just give a vibe.
Yeah.
Nobody, like, let everybody have a time.
Yeah.
The 7 a.m. Pro-Am is like lame though. Like, everyone's barely awake. No one's really getting shit faced. No one's like, everyone's just kind of like
They're
mellow.
like, I'll have a beer on like their 14th hole.
My guys ordered scotch. I was like,
Excuse me?
I was like, aren't you supposed to sit down and like chief on a cigar with that? I didn't know
Yeah.
people drank scotch.
I did not know that was like an acceptable golf course beverage.
I'm not a sipper of anything, and I feel like scotch is a sipping beverage.
Have you ever had it?
No.
It's very interesting.
It probably tastes like alcohol, and I hate the taste of alcohol.
Same.
That's why I drink all the fruity stuff.
Same. Well, you also are fruity.
Debatable.
Yeah. There's like a couple whiskeys I can, like, with a lot of ice.
Ugh.
But
No, I can't drink booze straight. Maybe shots, but I gotta have a chaser. I'm a little bitch.
yeah.
Oh God, just
Like a single malt scotch is like, I smelt it. Like someone brought it in as a gift at the pro shop, and I smelt it, and I was like, like,
It literally just almost gave me goosebumps thinking about it.
right?
Like going down your throat. Ugh, no.
No, thank you. I don't look forward to having to do that again.
No. So we've done our best of attempting to record our lives on the road.
Yeah.
It's hard. Like, oh my god, I got a great fucking story. So we're on 7 today.
Okay.
And I'm short right of the second bunker.
Got it.
Okay. And we have, I mean, I guessed on the number. I think we had like 181.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm sitting in the cart waiting for my group to hit.
Yeah.
This guy goes up to hit. I start to get out of the cart to grab my club. It hits the rake. This is why rakes should never be outside of bunkers.
Yeah.
But it hits the rake square on. And I mean, the rake's probably 20 yards in front of him.
Yeah.
So it was a screamer.
Correct.
Hits the rake 20 yards ahead and literally goes 80 yards backwards.
80 yards from a rake?
Yes. And almost clipped my ankles. Like, if I would have gotten out another second earlier and my other foot was down, it would have totally clipped my shit.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, I'm just imagining the pain.
That's worse than the putter on the ankle.
By
But
1,000.
I literally looked at it, like, we were dying laughing. And I'm like, I cannot physically record my whole entire life all day long.
Right.
To give people this kind of, like, footage.
Right.
But it was the shot of the day.
Yeah.
It was by far the shot of the day.
Yeah.
I was like, no one could do that again. I couldn't do that if I spanked a putter.
Yeah.
There's no way I could keep any ball that low.
No. It is remarkable, though, at some of the worm burners that I saw today as well.
A lot of worm burners.
Like, I think a guy literally duffed 13 holes in a row.
I saw a few Canadian snap fades as well.
We had a Canadian in my group, had a couple Canadian snap fades.
Yeah. But I wish that I could record everything.
I know, but sifting through that
would
much.
be exhausting.
Well, also, like, you also don't really have a good angle to where, like, you could even get everything on camera. Like, when the duck almost hit me in the face.
I don't even think it would have come up if the GoPro was running.
That's what I mean. So it's hard. Like, we legit need a camera crew just following us around like the Kardashians.
That would make a killing.
Yeah.
I
Are
don't
you
know.
kidding?
All the shit we talked, though, we'd probably get our asses beat.
Who do you think could beat me up?
The people at that gas station over there.
Well, yeah, I meant on our tour.
No, not on our tour. I'm talking about just, like, the random people in traffic that we yell at.
Oh, yeah.
That could get us in trouble.
Yeah, those people have guns.
Or something. Like the guy who parked next to us today.
Oh, my gosh.
Right?
Jamoke.
Jamoke.
Um,
So, yeah. We got...
I would
nothing.
also like to just say that this is our second podcast today because the first one, we got on weird tangents.
Today?
No,
Earlier?
the first one.
Yeah, because we didn't have shit to talk about. That's what makes it hard. Like, we need people to send us stuff that they want us to talk about.
Yeah, and then we'll go off on tangents from there.
Yeah, we're really good at the tangent stuff. We just need topic starters.
Yes.
We need prompts.
Yes. But also, at the same time, I feel like when we have a lot of prompts, it's like, ew.
I mean, we don't have to acknowledge them all, but we need more than, like, 2.
Yeah.
Also, did you notice how many people were, like, grinding this afternoon?
Yeah.
Like, grinding. Like, what the fuck did you guys do for 4.5 months?
Yeah. Like,
You're
I had
grinding-
minor tweaks.
You're grinding now?
Yeah. Like, I had minor tweaks, but nothing that was more than, like, 15, 20 minutes of solid putting and realizing what I was doing.
I feel like if it ain't here now, it's going to be really hard to find in 48 hours.
Well, that, and you kind of also have to, like, play with what you got.
And you need to rest.
Yeah.
I don't think people recognize how much, like,
Resting.
is, like, a thing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, to maybe their point, I mean, maybe they got out there, like, 20 minutes before we started seeing them.
True. But,
I was impressed with how quickly the Pro-Am moved.
yeah, I was very happy with that pace of play. If every Pro-Am could be that
It was
smooth.
under 5 hours, I think.
For sure.
Oh, God. I don't know how to
I mean,
look at
we
that.
weren't waiting on anybody for the most part, and no one was waiting on us.
Do you know what, like, one of my biggest pet peeves in Pro-Ams is?
What?
I feel like everybody waits for me to get out of the cart before they get to the ball. Like, we'll all be...
Oh, yeah.
I fucking can't... I'm like, get hit. There's nobody up there. Hit. Go hit. Go hit the ball.
Yeah.
Why are
Especially
you-
on driver. Like, I get it if they need a number.
Yeah, they definitely didn't shoot a number all day.
No.
But we had the little GPS thing. They were going off that.
Oh.
But I'm like, why are y'all waiting for me to get out of the cart? Like, you guys go... Like,
You go.
we established, like, on the first 1 or 2 holes that I'm going last. I think it's weird that girls go first. Do you go first?
I always putt last.
Same.
Some holes I will hit first only because sometimes they're like, yeah, I can't beat that. Most
I
of
always
them-
go last because if I always go first, my group would have never hit today. They would have been like, yeah, I'm gonna
No
sit.
one in my group would ever hit. But there was a couple times where like they were just like, you hit because there's no point of us hitting.
That's
There
fair.
isn't no point of most of them hitting at all today. But
That's what I'm saying. So, like, that's why I always go last because I feel like if they're
Sometimes-
gonna pay to be here, like, hit the golf ball.
yeah, but sometimes they also like don't want to hit. Like imagine being emasculated all day and you're just like, you know what? I don't want to feel like poop right now.
I love seeing the joy in their eyes when they make a putt.
Mm-hmm.
But I also
love when they like look back at you. They're like, "Oh my god, I did it!" And you're like, "Yes." Queen!
that was the voice that you rolled your eyes at yesterday.
Yeah, but I am also trying to make these people pay me.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
I also love, like, when you chip it to, like, 3 feet. They're
Yeah.
like, go finish it, go tap it in. I'm like, wait, you don't want the 3 foot? I'm like, no, you hit it.
That's what I do. I'm always like, you go. I stuffed 4 shots today. Like, close. Like, 2 9-irons, a couple wedges. Like, very, very stuffed. And I'm like, you guys go finish it. Like, I was going to go hit a putt or something from, like, over there and hit a 30-footer. And they're like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, like, you go do it. And they're like, okay. Like, it's so funny to see them, like,
The
get
knees
nervous.
quiver.
Yeah.
They don't want to hit those.
No.
And I love the guys that don't believe me. Like, on how a putt's breaking.
Right?
And
they're
you're like, it's my job.
right? And they're like, I don't see that. I'm going to aim here. And I'm like,
Do you, brother?
do you want it to go in or not? And then when they hit it on their line, I'm like, so you don't trust me. And then,
Like, it's not my job.
yeah. Or it's very funny when they do hit it on the line and it goes in or something.
I
And
would
they're
have
like,
never played it there.
and they're like, oh my God, I trusted you. And it went in. And I'm like, really? Oh my God, it's like I do this.
Oh, the life of a professional golfer.
Pro-ams.
I love Pro-Am days, though. You get to play golf in a cart.
And 98% of the time, you get at least one person in your group that you can deal with. I had a great group today.
I never really had, like, a sucky group, though.
I've had like 1 or 2, but they were just like creepy. Like I had one that was a close talker,
Yeah,
and I'm just like
there is a bubble. Like, I know we're out of COVID, but I still approve of, like, 6 feet apart.
it's not even that. Like I get when you're on a putting green, like and you're like this close and you're talking about a putt. Like this is close quarters. But like I literally had a guy in my group that came up to me with this dirty ass towel that was from like 30 years ago, and he goes like this close to my face, like, have you ever played this golf course before? You really should. It's a great course. And I'm like, okay. Like,
I'm very happy that I give off the lesbian vibes, because I don't think a dude would ever get that close to me.
no. No.
I feel bad for straight girls.
Yeah.
That's gotta be a tough life.
Yeah, some dude complimented my skirt today, and I was like, that's a weird compliment to get from a guy. Like, they're like, oh my God, I love your skirt. And I'm like, okay. Like, I feel like that's a weird compliment.
I wouldn't know. I haven't worn a skirt since, like, 9th grade.
I know, but like,
I wouldn't know how to take it myself.
right? Like, what if some dude was like, hey, nice pants? Ah, that's different.
It is very different. It's very common,
Like,
actually.
what if a girl was like, oh my God, I love your shorts?
That's
No,
also very
that's
common.
also very common. I don't know what to do with you.
Same, bro.
But, like, for a guy to compliment on a girl's skirt, it's a little weird.
Because he's checking out your ass.
Yeah, for sure.
For show.
And I was just like, thank you. It was like 6:45 in the morning, and I'm like, okay. Like,
Not awake. Barely alive.
Not alive. Like, give me 15.
I'm exhausted.
Same. I feel disgusted.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Huh?
Like, you know how you ever feel like you're just sweating dirt?
Yes.
Like, that's what I feel like right now. I'm just sweating filth.
Very valid.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that may be a good ending point.
Yep, sweating in filth. That's a good one.
Sweating in filth. Send us topics on Twitter or Instagram or...
Email.
Yeah, the minitoursaga@gmail.com.
I think that's a great way to end it with that truck in the background.
It's obnoxious.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.
Follow, like, subscribe the YouTube channel. New drop on Monday.
Yeah. Smell ya.
Laters.